sweet mockery, Princess Catherine knocks Harry and Meghan down with just one clever answer. Catherine managed to outdo the Sussexes without even trying when she answered a very pertinent question. Hello, and a very warm welcome back to LVT News. It's not all that common that a single event can result in the entire royal family coming out. Maybe when Harris has a 2-for-1 sale on decent wine, or maybe there's a will reading of a very wealthy German grandeur cousin, or naturally, the Chelsea Flower Show. I mean, that really is a pinnacle of higher-to-tracking engagements. Of course, the annual Garden of Thorn is back, and the preview day managed to draw more HRHS and a free lunch at Wilton's, including King Charles and Queen Camilla, Princess Alexandra, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, and also Prince and Princess Michael of. And a surprise addition to this group at the flower show was Catherine, the Princess of Wales. She showed up looking feminine, as ever, looking like she came straight from the 1950s, but still, she had small children to charm, and she had a point to make about how good nature is for the little people, small children who ask very uncomfortable questions like, what does it mean to be a real princess? One child asked about what the royal family really does, which is a pretty good question. And the princess' response was this: you have to work hard. But, you know, the best thing about it is meeting kiddies like you. She also said they help support all the different people in the country, showcase all the amazing work being done and look after everyone. An 11-year-old child later told reporters, I asked her, what's the first thing she is going to do when she becomes queen, and she said she is going to help kids. I'm not surprised to hear that answer, but, boy, was it sweet. And Catherine was making a very important point here. If you are so lucky that you've got a title and you've got the keeper of the privy purse on speed dial, your job is to really highlight other people's achievements and to help people who are less fortunate, which includes almost everybody without their own title, other than some billions. And this is a lesson that Harry should really be paying attention to. Maybe he traded life as a royal for life in California with Meghan Markle. But Catherine's message still applies to him. When Harry published his tell-all memoir Spare, there were only 3 words on the cover, and 2 of those were his royal title. And then when Meghan picked up her award for being a feminist last week, it was with her married name all over everything. How powerful would it have been, though, if Meghan had just showed up as Meghan Markle, instead of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex? The point I'm trying to make is this. Obviously, Meghan and Harry still want to be known by their royal titles, and they want to be defined by how close they are to the throne. And that's a fact that may or may not have a lot to do with the sound of money ringing in the background. So as long as they are self-identifying as royal, then isn't it also true that they should be holding themselves to the same standards of service and doing good for other people? Well, except Meghan and Harry in 2023 seem a lot better at and more interested in promoting themselves or fighting their own little fights and actually setting the charity world on fire. In the last 6 months, our 12 Foundation has been busy working in the background, doing some good stuff. But Harry and Meghan themselves have only showed up in photos and video on 4 occasions. That only barely beats the number of awards that make an inherent of individually or together paid for in the same time frame. There, of course, was then our FK Ripple of Hope Award, Meghan's Woman A Vision Award. And this week, she's going to get a Gracie Award for her podcast. The numbers don't really. How could we forget that infamous statement that Meghan and Harry released back in 2021? Claiming that service is universal and its true service is universal. But the thing about it is you need to actually do the service and all the boring stuff that entails. It's not enough to just talk about it. When Meghan and Harry ran away from their royal positions, they could have done anything. They could go anywhere. They could do anything. They could be as loud as they wanted to be. They could help anybody they wanted to. To be fair, their goals were not held by the pandemic. But still, they had the right to be just as creative and audacious and ambitious in their humanitarian work as they want to be. I mean, just